actually. Let's mute this. So we got Beer League action. We got GGG versus IQ today. One second, just reading some stuff up here. Yeah, all right. GGG versus IQ today. It's gonna be an exciting match. GGG is second in Group 2, and then IQ second in Group. Oh wait, no, GGG was top of Group 2. Yeah, GG was top of Group 2. IQ was second of Group 1, and they are facing head-to-head today. Loser goes down to the second bracket. I'm gonna let these guys know that I am ready when they are. All right, it's gonna be a spicy game today. In my predictions, I had GGG winning this game. I'm hoping that IQ can pull off an upset. If they do, that'd be pretty spicy actually, because then you'd have GGG and IOL in the bot bracket, with IQ facing off against STD next week, and that'd be a pretty spicy upset in my opinion. So, and we like to see those. We like to see the upsets. So if IQ can pull it off, that'd be a pretty stellar thing. If not, then it goes as kind of predicted. Right now, with both the series so far, my predictions have been off. TTM beat How, STD beat IOL. So I'm a little off on my predictions so far, but we'll see what happens with the rest of the games here. And it looks like they are readying up. We will go into our picks and bans here. I think that IQ need to really focus on their top side draft here. Get Bongarud on something he's really comfortable on. I would assume that the Camille ban will come out. That the Camille ban will come out against Bongarud, but if he can get something that he's super comfortable on, he can definitely pull the win out. And there will be a Zillion ban going over against Vermilion on the support. Has played a lot of that in this recent league. The Camille ban coming out against Bongarud, that one is pretty self-explanatory. Guy's been absolute terror on it in this league so far. We got the Rel ban coming out again against Verm. I haven't really seen much of them on it, so they must have noticed something that I don't. Then we got the Ziggs ban going out against... Who would that be against? That'd be probably against their mid laner, I'm assuming. In Super Noob. Or Rihi. But I do know that Super Noob plays the Ziggs as well. So it might be a ban against him. I'm not entirely sure. I don't think Rihi plays it very often. Gentle Criminal might play it, though. And we got the Zed ban coming out against Scoobs. No, that's actually against Trooper. That's a Trooper ban. Then we got the MF ban coming out. MF's been really popular in pro play recently, in the league recently as well. So not surprised to see that ban come out. We got the Mumu ban, Mumu pickup. Very high priority pick in recent weeks. The Tom Kench going over to Aloe. Tom Kench did receive a few nerfs not too long ago. So I kind of wondering about his viability right now. I still think he's a pretty solid top laner, but there's probably better picks. But it is a comfort pick for Aloe, so it's no surprise there to see that one picked up. And we got Thresh for the Vermilion in the bot lane as well. So that will be a Mumu jungle for, I think who is their jungler? It's Queso, that's right. So the Nato Swain bot lane, the IQ special coming out with the Mumu in the jungle. So they got a pretty beefy team so far. Swain is an AP carry, but he is a pretty tanky AP carry on top of all that. Cat, I'm trying to do something here. So we got the Thresh Jinx on the bot lane for GGG. Reese opting into the hyper carry role. Veramon is really comfortable pick of Thresh. So far the drafts are pretty good. Cat. So come here. So far the drafts are actually pretty kind of went the way that I expect they would. We got the Malphite ban going over against Bungaroo. I know that Bungaroo does play tanks, but I more than likely seen him on more carry style top laners than anything. And then the Sejuani ban. I think that is I think both Trooper and Scoobs play that, so that's kind of just a good ban overall. Sorry, my cat is just playing with a toy. 1 second. Come on. All right, we're back. All right, so the Vex ban comes out and the Kled ban comes out. I would assume that is a ban towards Bungaroo on the Kled. Okay, I just want to make sure the stream was working. Vygar picked up, I'm assuming, for Trooper in the mid lane. And then the Vex ban. A lot of people are saying that Vex doesn't do anything. I think those people are completely wrong. I think that champion is absolutely busted. If you use her kit correctly, she is strong as hell. And that will be a mid lane Tryndamere, something we've been seeing a lot of in pro play. With Bungaroo on the Fiora in the top lane, something I've never seen him on. So that's going to be an exciting pick to watch and see what he can pull out with that. But that is Rihi's Tryndamere in the mid lane. Again, something that's been very, very popular even in pro play. And something that I would assume that Vygar would have a pretty hard time managing. And then we have Trundle in the jungle. I'm assuming that's Scoobs with Trooper in the mid lane on Vygar. Alright, so pretty solid drafts coming out across the board here. You got the Tank Buster Fiora. You got the backline dive with Tryndamere. You got the initiation between the Mumu and the Nautilus with the consistent damage that Swain can deal out. So IQ's draft here is actually pretty solid. On the other hand, GGG's draft is also solid. You got the beefy front lines of Thresh, Tahm Kench, and Trundle. You got the AP, the strongest scaling AP carry in the game, Vygar. And then you have one of the stronger hyper carries in Jinx. So pretty good all-around team comps here going into this first game of the series. And it's going to be pretty spicy. I'm excited to watch it. So I think in terms of the win conditions for this game in general, I think Zesty is going to want to focus more on the top side of the map. In terms of the bot lane safetiness, Swain Nautilus is a pretty kill-heavy lane. So he can also head down there and try to get them ahead. But I think getting that Fiora and that Tryndamere ahead is what's going to win IQ this game. For the win condition of GGG, getting Jinx ahead, honestly, is their win condition. They have such a strong team comp to keep people off of her. So focusing on that bot side, in that bot lane from Scoobs, if he focuses the bot lane, they can definitely pull a lead into this game. They got two pretty safe laners in Tahm Kench and Vygar who can survive ganks and get out ganks or set up ganks if they needed. But I think the bot lane synergy between Reese and Vermilion is what Scoobs is going to want to focus on. Yeah, not much else to say in that matter. I think again, I think both teams drafted really well this game. Um, Kind of the surprise pick for me with the Trinomir. Um, I know it's pretty popular in pro play right now, but it's not. It hasn't really been seen in the league simply because it has just become popular. Um, so yeah, I think if both teams stick to their win conditions, um, which is again IQ, focus more on the top side of the map, the mid and the top lane ganks, get the control over Rift Herald, get that early gold lead with Rift Heralds, and you can definitely pull a lead in. On the side GG, if Scoops focuses on the bot side of the map, maybe gets a kill into the pocket of Vigar, and then more along the line focuses on the bot lane, they can definitely pull their lead. So two separate win conditions for both teams, and it kind of just falls down to who plays it better. I think in terms of team fighting, I think GGG has the better team fight. They have a lot of disengage for that heavy initiate team comp of IQ. And if they can effectively use that disengage, the Vigar cage, the Jinx traps, Trundle Pillar, the Tom Kench ultimate to keep Reese Race alive on Jinx, then I think they can pull out the victory in the team fights. But if IQ get the fights that they want, if they land all the CC they need to, if Nanos lands a hook, if Swain lands a claw, if Amumu lands his bandage toss and gets that big ultimate that Amumu is known for, then they can definitely win those team fights. Definitely more of a pick comp coming out of IQ too. So if they can get a kill before any team fight starts, then they're already in the advantage. All right, we will have about a 3.5 minute delay here. I'm going to use that time to run and use the bathroom quick, and I will be right back. Alright, we should be heading in here soon. I'm pretty excited to watch this game. It's always really exciting to see Trooper on his Vygar pick. It's also really exciting to see Perm on his Thresh. I haven't seen Bongrid on Fiora, but I know he's an amazing top laner, so excited to see him on see him on something new, actually. Because if Camille's up, he always picks Camille, so it's really no surprise that she was banned. Alright, and we are about to load into game here. Let's switch it over. Pull it up on my phone here, make sure it's working properly. Alright, and it looks like it is working properly here. Let's see what sort of starts they start out with here. Looks like a pretty standard 5-point start coming out of GGG. Really strong invade comp from IQ, so I think just trying to guard these entrances and make sure that they're not caught off guard is the way to go. Amumu was standing out of the bush there, so Trundle did see him. Scoot's getting that early river war going. We'll be going back for a trinket, Amumu as well. Oh, let's forgot about this. Check the timers, see what chat. Boom boom. Alright. Alright, let's go over runes here. We got the grasp in the top lane for the TK, pretty standard. Press the attack on the Trundle, also pretty standard. We got the crap, what is that thing called again? Nice little trade from Rihi coming out. Arcane Comet, I think it's called. I can never remember. I never take that rune. For Trooper, also pretty standard. And then the standard runes in the bot lane with the Lethal Tempo and the Guardian. We got 2 Conquerors on the top side of the map for IQ on Amumu and on Fiora, pretty standard. Lethal Tempo on the Trinimir, interesting pickup. Usually people go with Conqueror, but I think the Lethal Tempo plays well into this matchup. Dive in, get those autos off for the trade, and then back out. Electrocute and Aftershock in the bot lane as well, which is also pretty standard. So, standard runes, nothing really spicy coming out. Bungarud opting into the Riposte in level 2, which is actually a really strong start. He will take a tower shot there, though. And Aloe didn't realize that was going to happen, or else he probably would have kept hitting him. And Bungarud playing the minions to his advantage. Aloe flashes forward towards blue side. So nicely done by Bungarud there to take advantage of those that minion priority. So no spicy level 2 fight in the bot lane either. That is kind of to be expected between the Nautilus and the Thresh matchup. And the way the Trinmere lane goes, if you want to play against a Vygar, you kind of have to dive in, which in turn will give Vygar those free Q stacks on you. So it's kind of like a catch-22 in that sense. And we got a slight CS lead going over to Bungarud in the top lane. Very nice hook coming out of Nautilus. Looked like it just warped itself around that minion to hit Vermilion there. So CS pretty even across the board. Reese has a slight disadvantage in the early game here. And this is the iconic oh, nice hook coming out of Verm. Forces the flash out of Super Noob. Nice reactive play. Nicely done. Flashing need to be blown on both supports in order to not die. So a trade of summoners in the bot lane there. Aloe doing his best here, and that gold did go down to Super Noob. Nicely done to steal that scuttle away. And good priority coming out of IQ to contest that. Pretty sure that gold went down to Super Noob. Yeah, he's about 150 up on, well, more stacks though. But I think scuttle counts as like, what, 3 or 4 CS? So yeah, I think that did go over to him. So far, some skirmishes in the bot and the top lane, but no kills going down just yet. Looks like Bone Guru's CS advantage is just gonna keep going up here. The hook did not land, but he rides it anyway. No mana on the side of Gentle Criminal. The lantern didn't come out to get Scoobs in. Ooh, the rocket just misses. If that would have hit, that probably would have ended in a kill. Nicely done by GGG to set up that gank there and blow Gentle's sums. And like I said, the CS lead in the top lane here is steadily going more in Bone Guru's favor. And Rihi did opt into this Doran Shield start, which I think is the right way to go. Just survive the poke that Trooper is going to throw at you. Alright, so first backs come out for bot side. It looks like Reese is up in CS. He opts into the early Berserker Greaves, which I think is a really good strat. Dodge the hooks, dodge the claw, and you pretty much don't die in that lane. So the more movement speed you have, the better off you are. Moon picking up some early boots with the Bambi Cinder. Looking to get as many ganks off as possible here, it looks like. And Trooper gets his back off. Rihi is still in lane, so Trooper getting back to lane before the lane wave crashes is pretty big. Not going to really fall behind in CS. Oh, Aloe eats him, puts him under the turret. And this probably will be a kill go down to Aloe. Very nicely done. GGG picking up first blood. He kind of evens out that gold differential with CS, and Aloe will be able to farm this last wave before he backs as well. So nicely done by Aloe. IQ's opting into sneaking the dragon here. No vision for GGG, but they do sniff it out. Too bad there's nothing they can do about it. Nicely done by IQ to turn that play into their favor. But Aloe just showing that he's seen a lot of growth and a lot of improvement in this league. Reese Ray is using his W to try to hit that minion, but fails. And they are giving a lot of safety over to a lot of safety respect over to IQ here, knowing that the dragon was just taken. Mumu's still bot side, more than likely. So I think, going back to the picks here, I think the Trundle pick was a really... Oh, very nice Nautilus hook. It did not look like that was going to hit. So that's the case. So is looking for the lane gank here, but the red does have a ward. But Queso is looking to use the alcove to his advantage. Trundle is here as well. We might see a 3v3 in the bot lane here. And Zesty gives up on it. Good job from Scoobs to not just take that lantern. That's the nice thing about Thresh Lantern is that it can be used as kind of like a deterrent. Like, you throw out the lantern into the jungle, they don't know if there's someone there or not. You know? Ooh, nice riposte coming out of Bone Guru there. Aloe is at half health, but he does have his Grey Shield. Ooh, Bone Guru uses his ultimate, but isn't able to pull anything out of it. And it looks like Bungaroo will be opting into the... What is it called? Ooh, it looks like a dive coming out from Rihi onto Aloe. Flash over the wall, nicely done. And that Aloe did... Rihi did use his... Will he get out? He does get out! Aloe with the amazing escape. Nicely done. Aloe just making plays across the board here. His CS is considerably down. But... Wow, I can't believe he pulled that off, actually. Nicely done. And his ultimate is not up. Ooh, Bungaroo has to flash out. Wow. But Rihi does still have his ultimate, so he can just, like, face tank this turret. Isn't able to pull it off, though. Scoobs is here, though. He might be able to clean it up. The pillar does not hit him. And Rihi is just going to be able to dash out. Nicely done by Rihi with that dive. But Aloe, nice play. Wasting Rihi's time a lot, not letting him go back to lane. He did eventually die to the tower dive, but at the expense of Rihi's flash, I think. Did he use flash? Or did he use flash before? I think he used flash before, but... Alright, let's take a look at the CS advantages here. A 1.3k gold lead over to the side of IQ. 20 CS advantage in the jungle. 30 CS advantage in the top lane. They are losing in CS in the mid and in the bot lane. But the difference between the jungle and top lane is so high that it kind of equivalates to that gold lead. Excuse me. So that's the case of cleaning out some wards here. Scoobs is here, but I don't think he's really able to do anything here. Trinity does not have his ultimate, so this might just turn into a 2v2. Scoobs ult does come out. Nice kill from Trooper. Aloe is the first to come down as well. Trinity's ult is not up, but he should have his dash here soon. And he is able to get out. And Aloe going on to Bungaroo here. Scoobs is here, but he isn't able to do much. Bungaroo just going in, knowing his ultimate is up. Aloe has to hug the wall here. Oh. And he is taken down. Nicely done by Bungaroo there. Knowing that he is able to actually take that fight. And Gentle Criminal and Super Moon did roam up as well, so the odds were not on the side of GGG. And that puts the gold lead at a 1.8k gold lead. IQ opting into Rift Herald here. This will give GGG some dragon pressure though, but it looks like they're not opting into taking it. Gentle Criminal is down here though to cover this as well. Rihi's ultimate is back up. That's a pretty big ultimate for the backline dive. Rihi getting chunked to half. And nicely done by Rihi to get out of that one. I think it would be a mistake for GGG to force this dragon. I think they realized that too. Mumu ult is not up, but as far as GGG knows, they don't know that. So, and it looks like they might just hand this dragon over, and they will. This will be Ocean Drake going over, so it will either be Infernal or Cloud Drake's soul. And it will be Cloud Drake. I think that's actually pretty big for the side of IQ. Given that movement speed over the Tryndamere when he ults, give it to Swain when he ults, Fiora when she ults. So pretty big soul for the side of IQ. Kind of the one they wanted. If they couldn't get Mountain anyway. Or Infernal for that matter. And the Rift Herald does come down here. This might just be top lane turret going down. And she will get taken under turret. He does not have flash. Oh, the tongue lash misses. And Aloe goes kind of the wrong direction with his W. And this Rift Herald will charge. Does not take it down, but gets 2 of the last plates. And minions might just eat it. No, they are able to clear in time. Rihi is in the top side here, looking for possibly another dive. And they are not going to take it either. So it looks like Rihi will also be... I think Tryndamere builds... what is that one called? Crap, how can I not remember the name of items right now? The one that's not Gore Drinker. I think Tryndamere builds that. Simply for the CC. The 30% slow is actually pretty big. Especially if you're trying to stick onto a particular target. And Fiora did opt into Gore Drinker over the Divine Sunder, which I think is a really big item, especially going into the 3 Beefcake team of GGG here. But who knows? He might know better than I do. So Trooper dodges the Nautilus hook, even though he was stunned. And it doesn't matter. Rihi's ultimate comes out, and that's kind of the cancer that is Tryndamere. It looks like Scoobs is gonna try to take the Nautilus out here, and he isn't able to get it. Zesticaso is here to fight with the Nautilus. Wow, CC'd for so long. Scoobs goes down to Super Noob and Zesticaso. And it looks like Rihi does get out. God, he's such a slippery champion. Nicely done by IQ. Good plays all across the board. Alright, things have calmed down just a slight bit here. Clearing out some vision, getting some CS, you know, typical non-fighting stuff. It looks like Fiora is looking to... Ooh, and Aloe is caught out here. I don't think he noticed the Amumu. He is going to have to flash over the wall. Nice preemptive flash coming out of Aloe, though. Trooper doing his best to clear this wave so that they don't get to the turret. So IQ pretty decisively taking this game over in the mid game here. A 4.5k gold lead. I think IQ did play their win conditions pretty heavily here. A lot of river fights, a lot of top lane fights. Rihi doing a lot in the dives in the top lane as well. And Rihi's ultimate is up. And he is definitely a... Oh, he did go Gore Drinker. He's definitely a force to be reckoned with right now. 2-0 Tryndamere, 120 CS at 17 minutes. Berserker agrees with the Gore Drinker. Tanky boy that does a lot of damage as well. The CS differential is definitely going in the side of IQ as well. We got about a, what is it, 25 CS differential in the jungle, 64 in the top lane. It definitely is a rough matchup for Tahm Kench. Fiora is one of those tank buster bruisers that can take advantage of going against a tank. So kind of in the same way that Trundle or Lilia do it. Super Wily just can just dish out a bunch of damage in a short period of time. So the first Cloud Drake will be coming up here. This will put IQ at soul point if they are able to contest it. And that would be a really early soul. If they started here soon, that could be as soon as a 25-minute soul, which is pretty big. Nice hook coming out, but it lands on the Scoobs. Oh, Vermilion with a hook of his own, and that will be Super Noob going down. The Nautilus ult does not go through. Nice cage coming out Trooper as well. Let's go back to this dragon fight here. Vermilion flash Q, but misses. So GGG picking up an early kill before this dragon fight. I think they should just start it. They have the peeling tools that they need for the Tryndamere. The Fire Cage does not land. Rihi is going on to Reese here. The Tryndamere ult is ending. Oh, Reese takes him down. And it looks like Amumu did fall in the backline as well. This will be the first dragon going over to the side. GGG. Nicely done. That pickup, that Nautilus kill pickup right before the dragon spawned, or right after the dragon spawned, was a huge deal. Slight miscommunication from IQ. The Nautilus did throw his hook out, but everyone was already walking away. And Vermilion with the nice return hook to secure that kill. Really spicy game coming out from both sides here. It looks like Scoops will be opting into the Divine Sunder as well. Doesn't make you as tanky as going, say, Frostfire Gauntlet, but it does allow you to be kind of like a threat in your own right, because that Divine Sunder proc with the Trundle Q is a huge chunk of damage. So you can't just let him walk towards your backline, walk towards your Swain. Now that I think about it, there's not a whole lot of backline for the side of IQ anyway. 4 melee champions and then an AP carry in the bot lane. Not a whole lot of backline for Trundle to be going towards, but so he'll probably just have to play his tank buster role. Ooh, I didn't think that was gonna hit. Nicely done. This will be Trooper going down. I did not think that claw was gonna hit. That hitbox is actually nuts. Just as bad as Nautilus as it seems like. And Rihi will chase down Reese Race here, but Vermilion is here. Throws the lantern down. Reese doesn't opt into taking it though. Three on the side of IQ, pushing down this mid turret. Scoobs is here to contest, but not much a Trundle can do against a team like that. And Reese Race getting a little too close to Rihi here. And he flashes over. Oh, he gets the last crit to take down Reese Race. Little gutsy coming out of Reese there. And this, oh my god, CC to death. That was like 4 seconds of CC coming out on the Scoops. Boneguru looking for the kill here, but I don't think he's going to be able to get it. Nicely done by Aloe to walk out of that one, but nicely done by IQ to pick up 2 kills across the board. And that was so much CC coming out of IQ to secure that kill on the Scoops. So the gold lead is still about 5k on the side of IQ. Fiora did opt into the Essence Reaver for her second item, getting that Sheen proc. Sometimes a crit. And I would... that might be an Essence Reaver for Tryndamere as well. But I think that will probably be a... God, why can't I think of items? I just don't ever build these items, so I don't know. That Knives item that lowers his cooldown. I don't know why I can't think of items right now. Swain did opt into Leandry's pretty standard in that one. The lock of the Iron Solari coming out for Nautilus. Frostfire coming out for TK, which is never a bad thing, but I think Sunfire is so good, especially if you're like a tank that does damage. I think Sunfire is so good with that passive proc. Divine Sunder picked up for Trundle. We got the Luden's Echo on the Vygar. We got... Ooh, Rihi is caught out here. His dash does not go through the wall. He's trying to get some crits down so he can get his dash back up. And he gets it. And nobody's on the side to pick up here. Oh, and the Reese Race snipe. Nicely done. It looks like Reese is opting into a Runan's Hurricane for his second item, which I think is the right way to go. Vermilion does not yet have his item completed. So that's the case of Wiz here. He doesn't have ultimate just yet, though. And it will be up here in a second. And it looks like they are opting out to not take this fight. And Scoobs is going into the Zonias for his second item. I think is a pretty good idea. And that is the completed Essence Reaver coming out for Tryndamere. Really, like, this is kind of how like pro games go, you know, like oh shoot, that was really loud. Very low kills, only 14 kills in the entire game at 24 minutes. That's pretty low. But But they are really nicely picked up kills, though. Like that kill on the Scoobs in the mid lane. They successfully chain CC'd all their abilities, so they literally just couldn't move. And he got burned down. And it looks like the Dragonflight will be coming out here. Oh, a big chunk coming on the Super Noob. Aloe is grabbed by the Swain E. A huge fight coming out. Nautilus tries to dive into the backline, but he goes down to Reese Race. Reese Race is in trouble. He's being targeted by Rihi. General Criminal gets in with his ultimate in Zonia's. Rihi will go down here as well. GGG making the best of this fight. That Runans did get brought out by Reese Race, and this will be Bunguru going down as well. Zesty Queso trying to get on Reese Race, but he misses. Quadra kill for Reese Race. Nicely done by GGG. A clean ace. Very nice team fight coming out of GGG. Lowers that gold lead to about a 2.8k. Whew, spicy. And Reese Race had such good positioning in that entire fight, using those drink rockets ranges to his advantage, autoing over the wall, kiting very well after that pickup, that kill pickup on the Nautilus. Just wow, just nicely done all around on the side of GGG. Everyone doing exactly what they need to do. And it looks like they will turn onto Nautilus here. And they're just going to burst him down and probably go... Nope, they're not going to go back to the Baron. The TP coming out for Bone Garud. I don't think IQ have the damage to do this while they back. Aloe is spotted out. Nice hook coming out from Vermilion, but they are opting into not taking it. Rihi is on the side here. And nicely done by GGG to not get greedy. And that hyper carry Jinx is on a rampage right now. Picked up a quadra kill in that last Dragonflight. Now has a 400 gold bounty. Or just went down to 350. I would assume that she... Yep, there's the Lord Doms coming out. I would expect an IE and then a Phantom Dancer coming out for Jinx. Phantom Dancer is so good for kiting. You get that huge chunk of movement speed. Exactly what you need against a Tryndamere. So I would expect the IE and then the Phantom Dancer to come out for Reese Race. So Bungar not really able to push his gold lead into a win for his side here. He has about 3,000 gold up on Aloe. Oh, Rihi just doing a crap ton of damage to Scoobs, forcing him to blow his ult. And Aloe's just too tanky for if he were to take down. But if we look at the gold advantages here, Rihi only has about 500 gold lead on Vigar. Reese has about 3,000 or 2,000 on his counterpart. Bungarud has about 3,000 on his. So the gold lead is definitely still on the side of IQ, but definitely not by as much. Scoobs is here, finds Bungarud in the jungle, but Zesty Queso is here. He misses his first bandage toss. Probably for the best, though. If that would land, he probably would have died. Seeing as Reese Race and Vermilion were there to back it up. Spicy game coming out. Good plays coming out from both teams. But the team fights are definitely going over to the side of GGG. And that's the thing about Jinx is like she's a hypercarry for a reason, you know. Like if you leave her to her own devices where she can just auto from the backline, she's gonna do so much damage to you. There's nothing you can do about it. You can't really run away from her. Her range is too high, and there's so much CC on the team that he can just shoot freely across the board. So IQ opting into the 1-3-1 here. GGG choosing to match it. I think sending Vigar against the Tryndamere was an interesting play. But it looks like Rihi is not able to make much out of it. Gotta love that Mumu skin. It's so cute. And Reese does have his Runeheads now with 6% crit. He can pretty much one-shot the casters out. Or almost, I guess. So everything becoming pretty lax here. No one really getting edge up on their opponents. The 1-3-1 not really working out for anyone involved. Rihi not really being able to get any turret damage down on the bot side. Same with Fiora in the top lane here as well. And Reese is just pretty much instant clearing these waves in the mid lane, so there's really nothing any side can do. And Boneguru probably could just instant tap that turret if you wanted, but he's paying a lot of respects to Aloe. And just, wow, so much damage even through plated steel caps. And the ultimate does come out. Scoops is going to chase him down. Ooh, and Rihi does have to flash the Jinx ult. They're looking for more. It looks like they will be deterred by the Swain W there. Alright, third Cloud Drake coming up. And a third shot for IQ to put at soul point. But no matter who takes this dragon, it's at soul point. So, big dragon here. And GG just opting into starting it. Movement is on the other side of the wall. I don't think that bench... Oh, it does reach. And Scoops picks it up. Queso was able to get his ultimate down, but it did not matter. Nicely done by GGG. Rihi had the back, and that was a perfect time to pull a dragon out for GGG as well. So, nicely done. And Reese is just a monster this game. And everybody doing their part to keep everyone off of Reese. And they don't really have any sort of way of, like, just assassinating Reese. Tryndamere can be peeled. Fiora can be peeled. If a Mumu gets a flash ult, that might be probably the best way to do it. And Scoops is here to pick up on Boneguru. And Scoops kind of blocks his own path with that pillar. Boneguru did have to blow his flash, though, to get out. So, nice play coming out of GGG to blow a big summoner, actually, for Boneguru. Rihi opting into taking the red buff. Probably the best person to put it on. So, yeah, I can, like, props to pretty much the entire team of GGG. Everyone peeling for Reese is definitely the way to win these team fights. Just let him do his thing from the back line, get his shots out, get his Kraken Slayer procs. And really high CS as well, 265. His gold is definitely the highest in the game right now at 13,000. Rihi goes over the wall. Nice pillar coming out from Scoops. And he did just use his dash, so he is kind of stuck here. Ooh, and he dashes into the wall. This will be Rihi going down. Nicely done by Scoops and Trooper, the dynamic jungle mid duo. And Boneguru finally just opting into taking this turret. Ooh, is able to dash out right before the traps come down. And Boneguru gonna try and do something, but he is not able to. Nicely done by GGG. Collapse on that. At the cost of a turret, though. So Boneguru finally pulled the trigger on that one. Huge chunk coming on the jungle kernel from Veigar's W. And GGG looking to make a play here. Jinx Rocket does not do anything. Flash pillar coming out from Scoops. Aloe knocking up the Swain. Nicely done. Nautilus will fall as well. Wow. GGG making plays. Goldly is down to 1K from a previous 5K. So GG clawing their way back into this game. And honestly, they've kind of always been in control of this game. They've been winning these team fights no matter the gold differential. All the gold is pretty much on Reese Race on this hypercarry Jinx. So the one champion you do really want it on. And as you can see, he did pick up a stopwatch as well. So he knows that he has to stay alive if GGG want to hope of winning this game. Let's take a look at how much stacks Veigar has, because he's been trading. Oh, 307. Even without Rabadons, he's at 700 AP. That Vigar is going to hurt. So I think Rihi will opt into doing Tryndamere things here. Do that strong split push that Tryndamere is so well known for. He looks like he is clearing out the bot side of GGG's jungle as well. Nice little hook going on the Trooper from Gentle there, getting a nice chunk of damage down. So the side of IQ are also under-leveled, which is very rare to see when they had such a large-scale gold lead in the early game. But now the gold lead is on the side of GGG. Yeah, General Grimo is down 2 levels on Reese Race. Zesty Queso is down 2 levels against Scoobs. And then other than that, the levels are pretty much even. 1 level from Super Mood or to Vermilion as well. So alright. Soul Point Dragon coming up here for the side GGG in 10 seconds. And it looks like they are opting into setting up. Rihi is on the bot side here too, but Bongru is on the other side of the river. Interesting ult coming out of Vermilion there. Doesn't really cover it. And it looks like Zesty Queso is opting in to finish. Oh, but Zesty Queso flashes into the traps. Rihi is going after Reese Race. Reese Race uses his stopwatch. Rihi is taken down though. Aloe survives. But at what cost? Oh, Bongru is caught out on the other end. Oh, and they do not time it well enough. Field gold Jinx ultimate there. I think they can probably push for this dragon. Rihi did flash onto the traps, so he was not able to get the flash ultimate off. Oh, the dragon was picked up actually. Nicely done by IQ. God, that was so exciting. I didn't even realize that the dragon was picked up. Don't worry, Zesty. No one else saw that but me. And honestly, it is really hard to keep track of Jinx traps in the middle of a team fight. There's so much stuff going on. Can't exactly see everything. But good, I think it was a 2 for 2 or 1 for 1. Yeah, I think it was a 1 for 1 in that fight there. Or 2, I don't know. What was it? Yeah, it was a 1 for 1 in that fight. But IQ were able to pick up the dragon as well. Trooper almost has his Rabadons completed here, and he's going to be hitting like a monster once that is done. Probably will have upwards of probably about 950 AP. So his abilities are going to start hurting here real soon. Reese Ray still has that 700 gold shutdown. Trooper has the 400. So they can easily clear that gold lead actually and put it back in their favor if they just take down the 2 carries of GGG. Getting some vision cleared down here. Not a whole lot of objectives we fought around the river, so and there's the IE being completed for Reese Race. He is going to be dishing out a boatload of damage now. Bongru just does not have the damage. And Scoobs is here. And Aloe is just constantly setting up these... Oh my god, Bongru almost just destroys Scoobs there. Wow, that was so much damage coming out. But Aloe is constantly setting up these fights. Alright, let's take a look at Vigar now. His Rabadons is completed. Over 1,000. He has broken 1,000 AP. That means his W's alone are going to be doing over 1,000 damage. His ultimate's going to be doing upwards of, yeah, 1,000 base. 21. Wow, that is so much damage. What is that champion for a point and click ability? That is nuts. He can pretty much one-shot Swain with the Q with the Q ult. Oh, never mind. He does that. Swain does that Banshee's Veil now, so maybe not. All right. On that note, what are these called? Nefali Quick Blades, right? Navori Quick Blades, not Nefali. I just remembered it. So the Navori, the Gore Drinker, and the Essence Reaver being picked up for Tryndamere. And he just finished his IE as well. Essence Reaver, Gore Drinker, Ravenous, and GA being picked up for the Fiora. It looks like she will be opting into a Wit's End as well with that Hearthbound Axe. Banshee's Veil with the Zonias and a Leandries for Swain. We got Sunfire, Thornmail, and an Abyssal Mask for Mumu. Pretty standard. The Abyssal Mask really caters to Mumu's kit, so that's pretty much just a guaranteed pickup for any game, unless it's an all AD team comp you're going against. And Scoob's looking to... no. And on the other side, we got Aloe with the Frostfire Gauntlet, a Spear Visage, and a Thornmail. We got Thornmail, Spear Visage, and Divine Sunderer for the Trundle. Rabadon's Ludens, Void Staff, and a Zonias for the Vygar. That guy's going to be hitting so hard. Wow. Even against like a Mumu, even against a Nautilus, that Vygar is going to be doing so much damage. Reese opted in for GA instead. Which, yeah, no, I agree with that. So they do spot out the trying to sneak the Baron here. Ooh, it was almost stolen by Reese ultimate. And Vermilion is looking to take this fight. Aloe diving in. Reese is doing a lot of damage on the sideline there. Nice cage coming out from Vygar. This will be Fiora going down. And that is a Nautilus going down as well. Swain being brought down as well. This might just be a push to end here. They got two waves meeting up in the mid lane here. 40 seconds on the Nautilus. This might just be a push to end. They have the Jinx. They can easily melt these turrets. They have a Trundle as well who can also melt the turrets. I think they can end here. They can clear these Baramines pretty fast. And they are looking to end. They have the cannon. I think they can do this. Rihi does have his ultimate. But oh my god, he is just insta-gibbed. Wow, what was that? GG. Going over to GGG. They were able to sneak the Baron, but they got cleaned up afterwards. Nicely done by GGG to take that fight. Wow. Exciting end to that game. Wow, very excuse me. Very nicely done by GGG. Knowing that they got those 3 kills, they knew that they had the damage to end. Wow. Spicy game. All right, so best of 3. First game goes over to GGG. Ugh. You know what? I would like. I know that they lost, but I would see a respect Tryndamere ban coming out because Rihi actually played that really well. He did what he could. It was just there was just so much peel for Reese to be able to dish out that massive amounts of damage. And then there was Trooper, so I would wholeheartedly expect to see a Vygar ban. Trooper just did so much work that game. The entire side of GGG did so much work that game towards winning. So congratulations to them. We'll probably be getting another invite here. Navari Quickblade, yeah. Here. I'm actually going to pull the stream up here. Now we're going to nerf that. All right. Move down. Should be getting a... Alright, should be getting an invite here soon. Got our draft here. It should be starting here. Yeah, I would full-heartedly expect a Vygar ban to be coming out, and I think Rihi did exceptionally well, especially in the early game on that Tryndamere, so I would expect that to be coming out as well. Probably not as big of here, I'm gonna pull this over. Bans game 1, we're right here. Pretty standard bans, I think, coming out. The Kled one was interesting, and the Vex one were kind of interesting as well, but I think pretty standard bans. I am ready. So I definitely, like I said, I would expect a Vygar ban to come out. Because that was just so good. If they, I don't know, I think Reese had a really good showing on Jinx as well, so they might ban that out. He probably won't pick Kai'Sa, which is like one of his best champions, because she's just not really that strong in the meta. So I don't think you have to worry about like that sort of comfort pick ban. But I think he performed very, very well in the Jinx, so that might be a respect ban coming out. And there is the respect Vygar ban, already seen for literally the first ban. They really do have to respect that, and they have to respect Trooper Zed as well because he's had a really good showing on that, even in the jungle. So there's the Trinamir ban. Saw that coming as well. Um, there's the Jinx ban. Saw that coming as well. That's true. Kai'Sa does do well into an all melee comp, but I think just having that, I think Jinx is just a lot better in that scenario. Just like 700 range is really hard to beat, especially when it does splash damage into a team fight oriented team comp. So just a bunch of respect bans coming out here. And are they gonna ban the TK? There it is, dude. I am calling stuff today. Like, oh, Jinx is so good. I like with that buff to her Q with that range buff. Yeah, Jinx is just ridiculously good. Misfortune is coming out. Again, just a really high priority pick recent weeks. Ziggs coming out, I'm assuming, for Gentle, and Zestikissa will be on the Amumu again unless they're choosing to put Super Noob on that one. Amumu Ziggs would actually be a pretty strong duo bot lane, just with how Amumu's passive works. Or they just picked it away from GGG. But Amumu is just so strong right now. Like it's a 100% picker ban, even in pro play. And that will be Sejuani for, I'm assuming, Scoops. The Zed was left up. We'll see if Trooper picks it. It doesn't really play into, like, the thing about Zed is that he doesn't really play into any particular team comp other than a pick comp. So if you're looking to play heavily into a pick comp, you can definitely play a Zed. But otherwise, Zed just doesn't do a whole lot, and he's so reliant on getting ahead in the early game. So Thresh will be picked up for Vermilion again. It's looking like they're trying to see what IQ's third pick would be before they pick the mid laner. But I would like to see the Ziggs and the Amumu in the bot lane. I think that would be an absolutely nutty duo. One, because of just how Amumu's passive works. Two, you can wombo combo them. Fiora picked up again for Bone Garud. I don't think he had a bad showing on it. I think he was just kind of a little cocky, I guess. He was just really pushed out pretty far a lot of the time. And IQ just weren't in the position to do anything once they sent people up there to deal with them. So he was just kind of out of position. But I feel like he played the champion pretty well. And the Poppy was banned in response. And here comes the Zed ban. Pyke being banned. But Volibear is up. So here's what I think IQ should do. Put Zesty on either, but especially with this sort of team comp, put Zesty on like J4 or Volibear. Put Super Noob on the Amumu with the Ziggs in the bot lane. And then put some sort of some sort of like team fight heavy mid laner. Yeah, well, she did have a lead. She had a pretty substantial lead on Aloe. It's just that like she was hardcore split pushing and was pushed up really far, and she did have a lead. She had 3,000 gold on Aloe. she got solo killed early on, but yeah, she had a lot of gold on Aloe on her lane opponent. It was just that, and exactly what I called. Put Zesty on a J4 and Super Noob on the Amumu. But no, she was just pushed up way too far with the rest of her team being out of position to not do anything when they sent 2 to 3 people up there to deal with her. So that was just kind of like either a miscommunication or arrogance. It's one or the other. And Aloe on the Wukong, one of his signature champions. Don't know. I honestly don't know how that matchup goes. It would feel pretty bad if you're Alt's Wukong clone. But yeah, I don't really know how that goes. Well, if you think about it, you can also get a free heal off of Fior's ult with the Wukong clone. You're just losing a lot of damage. And then Lux being picked up. So it might be Trooper on Sejuani then. And then Scoobs with the Lux in the middle. I don't know which one of them play Lux, but I think they should pick definitely pick, a nice team-oriented AP mid laner. Exactly what I called, and I think this team comp that IQ just drafted is so strong. Like, that is actually a super scary team to go up against in a team fight scenario, in a split push scenario, because Fiora is just monstrous split pusher. The team fight coming out for IQ as well is insanely good. GGG opted into more of a pick comp. They do have some team fight potential in there, but not a whole lot. If they would have picked something along the lines of like Seraphine, then they had a lot stronger team fight potential. Because Seraphine can definitely play off of like Wukong, Sejuani, Thresh, and get like the 3-4 man ultimates where you can set up for the misfortune. But I think IQ definitely won this draft, but let's see if they can execute it. Oh, is that supposed to be Galio mid? They're saying that's supposed to be Galio mid. We'll see if they adhere to that. But again, keys to victory in this game, I think again, actually no. Because getting that bot lane ahead for IQ would be actually pretty huge. And they have two really strong soul laners as is in the Syndra and the Fiora. So I think Zesty should probably look for play the bot side of the map. Like, you can go mid with the Syndra setup, but I think he should definitely focus the Zigzamumu lane. Get that Ziggs ahead and he can straight up carry the game. Because Syndra and Fiora are two really strong laners as is. They're super strong lane bullies. Not a whole lot that their opponents can really do. If that is a Galio, though, instead of a Lux, like they were saying, Galio into Syndra is actually an okay matchup for Galio. It's not terrible. But that would definitely add to their team fight ability if that is supposed to be Galio. I think the win condition for GGG... No, they are picking Lux. Okay. Win condition for GGG... just don't die. Don't die in the early game. Play into the mid game team fights and kite. Play back. Disengage and re-engage. Counter engage. And I think that's how they win their team fights. Misfortune has one of the best counter engage ultimates in the game. Especially if you could sync it up with the Lux Bind, with the Sejuani ult, with the Wukong ult. If you can just play back kite to the point where you see that you can get that huge Misfortune ult down, then you can definitely turn a fight into your favor. So I think that's how GGG wins. I don't think they win either of these lanes unless Verm can land some sick hooks. So just to recap, IQ, I think IQ should definitely focus on their bot side. Use that really strong lane to your advantage. Get the Ziggs ahead and get your Mumu and your Jarvan ahead as well, who are your two frontliners. And then GGG, just don't die in the early game. Play it safe. scale into the mid to late game and then use your counter initiation. And I think that's how they win that game. All right. With that covered, I'll be right back. 1 second. All right, sorry about that. I am back. Need the refuel. All right. My prediction in this game is I think IQ will win this game. I think they have a monstrous team draft. Probably one of the more scary wombos. GGG, I think, could have picked probably a better mid laner into this. More of a control-y. I think they said that, I don't know if they're joking or not, but I think they were saying that they meant to pick Galio, not Lux. But I think if they would have picked more of a teamfight-oriented mid laner, they probably had a way better chance at this. But Lux is a really good disengager. So it's definitely not the worst pick you could pick, but I think picking something like Azir, because I know Trooper can play Sejuani, so just throw Trooper and Sejuani, put scoops on his Azir, you know. Like he's like meant for that champion. Like I don't know why you wouldn't put him on that. All right, I'm just gonna drag this over here real quick. We're going to switch over to that. Alright, well, we immediately have a pause. Hopefully that doesn't... This has a history of messing up the spectator view, so hopefully that doesn't happen. Alright, this pause is taking forever. Alright. But yeah, going back to what I was saying, I think this little thing always happens after a pause. Let's give it a second. Yeah, I think if they would just thrown a trooper on to Sejuani and then put scoops on his like signature champion of Azir, I think this game could have went a lot differently, because Azir also provides like so much disengage, and you can also start fights on your own terms if you wanted. So it's like, I don't know. I think it was just kind of just a drafting error. All right, doing their typical start here, 5 point. And there's that. All right, well, if we ever get into the game here, I guess while we're paused, let's take a look at, let's actually switch these around while we're at it. Let's take a look at summoner spells here and all that nice stuff. All right, so runes on IQ side, we have Conqueror on the Fiora and the J4, pretty standard. We got the Phase Rush on Syndra, which I think is probably good if you're trying to avoid like ganks and stuff like that. But if you're proccing your Phase Rush, you probably landed your stun, so there's really I don't really see a point in that. I think Electrocute or Arcane Comet is straight up the best, but Phase Rush is definitely not one of the worst runes out there. We got Arcane Comet and Aftershock in the bot lane for IQ. On the side of GGG, we have Conquer on the Wukong, which is pretty standard. Scoob's going with the Aftershock as well. Arcane Comet on the Lux. Dark Harvest on the Misfortune, which leads me to believe that she will be going that really popular lethality build right now. And then we got Guardian on the Thresh, which is also standard. Lethality build's actually really strong right now, pretty much on any ADC that you can build it on. With that Ghostblade Rush, it's actually like insanely good. And we have another pause, or another thing here. Let's get rid of this. Pretty standard item starts coming out as well. You got the Doran's Blade on the Fiora into the Flask of the Wukong, which I think is the right pick. Get those early trades down, chunk their health. And Wukong is just naturally kind of tanky, so the health from the Doran's Blade isn't really that much missed. We got Flask on Rihi, which is good. Syndra has some mana problems in the early game, so I think using Flask to get a nice push down is always a good option. And the side GG are taking the safe way. Nothing really else special happening here, though. Ooh. Alo's in trouble. He is taking a lot of minion damage. Oof. Nicely done by Bungarud there. Ooh, that max range Q coming out from Fiora to get that nice little poke down. I don't know. I think Scoob should also focus on bot side here. If you get that misfortune ahead where ult literally just shreds the entire team, then you can definitely win this game as well. So I think both teams kind of want to focus on the bot side of the map here. Ooh, nice return counter gank coming out of Scoobs. He does land a second one, and this will get going down. Nicely done by Scoobs. Nice placement of the W to lead that as well. Even though Zesty did flash, he got hit by the second part and was able to get that last proc. So nicely done. Alo dealing a lot of damage to Bungarud there. So, and a really nice binding coming out of Trooper as well to set up for that kill. Nothing really exciting happening here. Ziggs doing what Ziggs does best, shoving the wave in. No significant CS leads. They're pretty even across the board here. Obviously, the gold lead is in favor of GGG right now due to that first blood. Bone Plane doing a lot of work for Bungarud in the top lane there as well. He does miss the cannon. He does miss a lot of CS for that little trade he did there. This will be putting Bungarud in the lead on CS. And I love that Sejuani sees play in the league. Yeah, Scoob's has been doing work. Oh, whoops. That back. Whoopsies. God, that Bone playing is seeing so much reduction coming out for Bungarud. Nice trade coming out of Alo. Alright, everything's pretty standard right now. Dread the camera has no idea where to go because literally nothing's happening. And Alo getting a huge chunk down on the Bungarud again. Getting his combos in between the both plating stacks. Oh my god! How did that hook hit? This probably... Oh, General Current went the wrong way. This probably will be General going down, no doubt about it. Nice Lantern coming out. Vermilion will have his Q up here in a second. And it is missed, though. And Scoobs is here. Alo gets the solo kill on the Bungarud. Wow. 2 games in a row, Alo. Escobe? Scobe? Like Scobe? Is that how you're saying it? But that's scope. So that is 2 games in a row that Aloe picks up a solo kill on the Bungarud. So Aloe doing a lot of work in this early game. And Scoops and Vermilion both here in the mid lane. And this probably will be Rihi going down. Scoops will be able to get his Q off here. Yep. Nicely done by GGG. Scoops and Verm just doing a lot of work across the board here. Nice, comfortable, almost 2K gold lead over this side. GGG. Oh my god, what was that? That was so much damage. Yikes. Without even Misfortune doing work. Scoobs is here. He is level 6. This could be a really easy kill setup for Reese Race. He is chilling though. Gentle sniffs something out here. Oh, he stepped up just a little too far. Scoobs is coming in. And the ultimate does land. This will be General Chroma going down. Another kill picked up for Scobe. Scobe. I'm gonna start calling him Scobe now. So I'll actually maintaining his trying to keep the CS even. With that wave pushing in, this will be Bungarud going up in CS. But Aloe does have that solo kill, so the gold should be probably about even between them. Aloe actually is up about 150. Scoops has about almost a 1K gold lead. Trooper has about 400. Reese, 1200 gold lead in the bot lane there. 200 for Verm as well. Nicely done by Owl to avoid that. Nice preemptive flash. Oh my god, Reese! Ooh, how much gold did you live with? I mean, how much health? Could not be much. It looks like about 20, so you probably lived with about 3 HP. Reese playing that one close to the chest. Alright, IQ looking to pick up the Rift Herald there. The gold lead is extended to about 2.5k gold lead. And will just be even more than that after this Dragon... Wait, no, Dragon only gets 25 gold now. I'm so used to way back in the day where you used to give, like, everyone, like, 160. Yeah, for those of you who are too young to know what old Dragon used to do, you essentially just used to be a gold farm. Used to give everyone on the team across the board, whether you were helped or not, like 160 gold. Ooh, Scoops added again. Nice ultimate combo coming out from Trooper and Scoops. Those guys just proven to be... Oh, sorry, Scope. Sorry, Scope. Are just proven to be a powerhouse duo in these games. They just don't have the damage to take down this turret. But General Caramel is here. This will be first turret going over to IQ. Nicely done by Verm to be in the right spot there. The Lantern Aloe out. And it looks like Reese Race is trying to retaliate with the turret himself here. He does have the wave. This probably will fall. Nope, the TP is coming out from Bungarud. So not only is GGG playing to their win con, they are exceeding every expectation I had. Not only are they not dying, they're picking up so many kills along the way. That is so much damage. Lethality and Misfortune is so dumb. What the hell? Jesus. You know, I hate when lethality ADCs become meta. And that is so much damage coming out from Trooper as well. Weaving in his passive there with his E. But you have to keep in mind, though, IQ's team comp is based around the mid to late game. So we'll see how these team fights go when everybody's in them. Across the board right now, GGG is doing a lot of work, picking up a bunch of singular kills. But when it comes to the mid-game team fights, I think IQ will be able to hold their own. At this point, if you're trading kills... Oh, and it looks like... Ooh, Scoops did not lead... Sorry, Scope did not lead it this time. Bone Guru does flash out. He does! Wow! Nice reactionary timing coming out of Bone Guru with the riposte. Oh my god! Queso is hanging out here. Oh, he does not get the knockup, though. Nice hook coming out of Verm there. Scoobs with the flash Q as well. Nicely done. Zesty was not able to get the flash knockup from his J4. Flag drag. So everyone on the side of IQ has died twice besides Super Noob. Still unkilled. And GGG are just flat out controlling this game. This is GGG's game. Ooh. Nice kill coming out. A lot of sums blown and a lot of ultimates, but the kill is picked up. Rihi is getting chased down here. Scope was not able to land his W. Nicely done by Supermood to get that bandage toss down. Alright, and IQ is able to peel away. So IQ trying to doing everything in their power to crawl back into this game, blowing 2 ultimates and a flash on a single kill. And it looks like Scope will be opting into the Abyssal Mass second here with that Negatron Cloak, which I think is pretty optimal given the team. And we do have 2 Gore Drinkers completed on the side of IQ as well, one on VR, one on J4. Rihi does not yet have, I'm assuming that's going to be a Luden's Echo. Landry's is finished up for Ziggs. Mumu is still only on 1 component. Wow, and that is Rihi just getting blown up. Nice pick comp coming out. Super News ult is not up, and they really do need to fight around that. GGG just dominating these games. From the looks of it looks like Trevor's prediction isn't going to play out either. I had GGG winning these games, so... Yeah, GG was looking really pretty soft in the early game, last game. No cap. Ooh, Gentle will be probably going down here. Oh no, the Rihi stun comes out. The Verm hook though comes out as well. That is Syndra taking down the Sejuani with her ultimate. That Thresh hook just fucking bitch slap the Ziggs. So Trooper kind of making me eat my... Yeah, they were looking soft last game. Did you watch last game? They were down about 5,000 gold at, what was it, 17, 18 minutes? Sorry, there's nothing soft about our beer daddy, Vermilion. Nothing soft at all. Trust me, I know. Not a whole lot happening here. Honestly, IQ need to start forcing these team fights if they want to claw their way back into this game. They need to take advantage of their team composition. They have a lot of the initiates that they need. They have the Amumu, they have the Jarvan, they have the Syndra stun. They have the strong split push of Fiora, but she's so far behind right now as well. Not technically in gold, I guess. She's actually 800 up. Yeah, it has. I posted the stream link and everything in Discord when I said I was going live with the first game. But going back to it, I think IQ definitely need to start playing towards their team strengths here. They need to start playing for the team fights. Nice riposte coming out of Bongarud there. Scope is not able to get the W off. Wow, that's a lot of damage coming out of the Wukong ultimate. Ooh, that long range Q. Clapping Bongarud. Wow, okay. Trooper with the massive Q ult combo. Wow. 4 kills across the board. So yeah, Trooper kind of making me regret my words with the Lux picks here. Lux pick here. Completely different team than we saw last game with GGG. 7k gold lead, 18 minutes. Wow, and that Supernova just getting bursted. This Lux is doing so much damage. Yeah, I added everyone. It's under production. It's in the production chat. I've never seen him play it, Etcham. So, yeah, I'm thoroughly impressed, honestly. Oh, really? I did not know that, so that is my fault then. My bad. I did not know that not everyone could see production. I will post it in general next time. Well, yeah, I guess. This is my first season with Beer League, so I don't know everyone too well just by the games that I've casted and from what I've seen just playing with people. So, and it looks like GG will be putting salt in the wound, picking up their 3rd dragon here. Gentle Colonel playing with fire here. He is going to go down to a Sejuani ult. 8k gold lead over to the side GGG. I wouldn't be surprised if they go for this Baron pickup. They definitely have the damage for it. And they have the time. Gentle is spawning in 3. It looks like IQ are going to try and contest here. Ooh, nice damage going down on the Trooper there. Oh, the Lantern pulls him out to safety. That pick could have done great things if they were able to get it. Oh my god, that damage coming out of Reese. And Baron is picked up. This will be another kill. So 3 kills. This probably will be a Mumu going down as well, but he does flash over. Scoob's going for the kill. Isn't able to get his E-proc. He doesn't care, though. Turret means nothing. And it looks like they might push for an end here. There is still the turret and the inhib to pick. But honestly, they probably could end here. They are so far ahead. And they are opting into not doing it. Sorry, it's just... there's really not much to say about this other than GGG is just dominating this game. Getting, like, that Lux pick is showing a lot of value here. Constantly landing two-man stuns. Getting the ultimates, just literally just one-shotting people. If this is how GGG is gonna play this during the playoffs, they definitely have a really high chance of winning the league if they're looking this solid. Tripper just using his ultimate to clear out the blue buff. It will be up in 38 seconds. He doesn't care. So how can IQ win this game? Down 11.5k gold. How can they win this game? Honestly, I don't have words for it, because even with their team composition, even if they were to adhere to that, if they don't get the perfect wombo off between a Mumu, Ziggs, and Jarvan, there's no way they win these fights. There's no way. Look at that! What is that? What was that? That is insane. That is so much damage. Albeit, like, Fiora does not have any armor whatsoever. But, wow, that was just nuts. Now imagine that, but to everybody on the team with their ultimate. Just shreds you in 2 seconds. What are you supposed to do against that with how far ahead they are? Nothing. There's literally nothing you can do against it. They just have to play super safe here. If they can get a nice... Oh, no, Ziggs is going down right here. It's just a case of going on to Reese, but Reese is just too strong. Reese has got to take him down. Aloe doing work in the backline as well. And it looks like GGG are just looking for the end here. Trooper takes down a Mumu. Ooh, and the burn will get him. So Reese will die once before this game is over. And GGG just looking to end this game. The 2-0 going over GGG. Clean sweep. Completely different team than we saw last game. Agent Piff, like, when I end the stream, go back and watch that last game, because they were looking pretty soft in the early game there. So, just kind of nuts, actually. Yeah, let's move this over here, switch this back over. Oops. Yeah, just utter domination coming out of GGG in that second game. The 2-0 sweep goes over to their side as well. IQ had a chance in that first game. They snuck that Baron though, and got kind of greedy, and ended up paying the price for it. Oh, spicy, honestly. Unfortunately, I will not have time to do what I like to typically do in terms of talking to the captains and stuff like that about how they felt the games went. I do have some stuff I need to get done here before the night is over. So thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I'll see you next time.